The dark is very scary for these kids. Kids in poverty in this town that go to bed hungry at night. That's when the police come, or CPS. They go to school the next day and they're tired because they haven't had to sleep because they've been on watch for whatever danger.
There's some deep roots here that doesn't understand what these kids are going through this day and age. You know, they get picked on at school and just basically everywhere for being a skateboarder. You know, skateboarding is a good thing for these kids. And what JuJu has done is absolutely amazing.
So Serious JuJu is an indoor skate park. We're a food ministry or a shelter from the storms and crisis of kids are having.
Serious JuJu is a new church. We minister to kids and all who love them.
Nobody wants them. And JuJu is a place that they can go and be safe and be wanted and be cared for.
I used to be a prosecutor. I used to prosecute skateboarders. I used to think they were little terrorists that were vandals. And so for me, that was a big change to accept these people as God's chosen children.
These are kids that some of them have drug addictions, some alcohol, some find themselves in homes where their parents are addicts.
I really believe JuJu it's a matter of life and death. For our kids, they're living on that knife edge and they can fall towards life or they can fall towards death.
And if JuJu weren't there, who knows?
Well, at home it wasn't going too well because my dad would drink a lot and get aggressive around me.
And he said, if he hits me again, can I run? I said, yeah, you can run and go show somebody if there's a mark. But it broke my heart to send him back to hell that night. And preparing a child to return to hell, you're never ready for that.
That's just torture. You get hit in the mouth and then you have to go to school for half the day and then go home. I met these wonderful people, Jen and Dan, and they said, we'll take him.
I heard how the people of this group stood behind Vlad. Something in the stories that we heard, the words that we heard, was enough to touch our heart and make us see that there was something bigger.
It's profound for the skaters when they hear there's a community out there that loves you and that is given to make this skate park possible.
It's the people who in my church who have come to serve them. The people who cook food and bring food, the men who have worked on the ramps.
And when they hear that the community has been so generous to want to give a skate park for them, then they'll, from that moment, let you pray.
The grant that we received has kept this ministry alive, and you are experiencing the fruits of the Presbyterian Church USA right here.
And part of what we believe, with that cross, you can put all your pain and your brokenness and it can transform into healing for others. And so when I see these kids pour out their hearts and what's really going on in their lives, and they become sources of healing for others, that's living into the gospel. But they give me life. I never doubt that this matters.